we head into this series. So, game one, quick pause, now unpaused, as we'll be underway. I want to say, for me at least, in my opinion, Aster.Aries are in an unfortunate situation because I feel like their results aren't as true to who they are.
I have to agree. This team, considering the players that they have, it feels like they should do better, but you also have like some of the, I would say, overperforming teams, like EHOME doing much better than expected. You have Knights as well. When I was coming into this season, I'm like, you know, Aster.Aries, they have a solid lineup. I want to see them in the middle of the pack. I didn't think that they're going to qualify to a major, but, you know, this doesn't do them justice, I'd say.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate for them because both these teams are already chiseled in stone to be in Div 2, which is unfortunate. So it'll be a road back for these teams, which maybe is fortunate that going into the next season's Division 2, they'll not be up against some of the really strong teams that I think are in Division 2 right now. But we'll see. I do expect Aster.Aries to be back in Division 1 come Tour 3.
Yeah, if they
stay together,
or if they make slight adjustments, if you make a completely new team, then you might be in trouble. And also, think to notice, Zone will be playing the mid. X is missing. I don't know if that's a sign of him leaving the team, considering that they are already out of Division 1. So, you know, things do get emotional in Dota.
That's for sure. We've seen it in the past with some of the teams that are still here in Division 1 and Division 2 China. So, Zone, not the greatest mid in China, but it's also hard to be at that upper echelon. I would say White Album's a much better player in the mid lane. For me, he didn't really impress with his time in Team Sane last year, but we'll see what he could do. He plays for Team Mystique, which will be participating in Division 2 when that starts.
Yeah. This Lesh versus Ember matchup, you mentioned the White Album being a better mid laner overall. This is also favorite matchup for Leshrac, so I want to see how much White Album will get things done in this one. On the bottom, TK dragging the creep wave. They don't want to play the lane immediately against Nature's Prophet, so dragging it back. This might be one of the first times I've seen people dragging the creep wave away from Broodmother, because you know, having that extra regeneration from your spin webs and just a hard hero to push out of the lane. So I assume that they want to get like level 2, level 3, and then they start to play a bit more aggressive. With the Blink Strike, with Insatiable Hunger on top of Nature's Prophet, these two heroes can easily close the gap and get the top of him, which Nature's Prophet does not like to play into.
Yeah, this team, we'll see what they could do up against this Riki as time goes on, especially once, we talk about it all the time when we talk about Riki. Not just the Sleeping Dart, but the level 10 extension to the smokescreen radius, as MS getting low, run down, and killed off by TK, which will get him closer to the second point for Riki, which is, of course, that shard of 15 minutes, which he'll need the gold for.
Good start here on the bottom lane. Phoenix was still level 1. Riki, 2 Blink Strike charges, plus Silken Bola. Enough slow for Phoenix to die, and he's bringing some extra regen for Siumang, who is about to crack level 3, but so is Broodmother, so Insatiable Hunger is available. Wouldn't talk too much about the top lane. Slark is gonna do well here. I think he should be fine. Like, I don't think he should die, and you can see his adjustment already. He's not gonna be using that Essence Shift. Wanted to like be able to jump over the shards and also deal well with these Eidolons. It's not the greatest damage when it comes down to killing the Eidolons, but if Dread Protector is there with the Nature's Grasp to slow them down, some extra damage, they could kill it.
A lot of micro in this game, I'm noticing. Spiderlings, Treants, Eidolons.
Yes.
Oh my. Wonder what else we could add. Maybe we could have had a Visage in this game as well.
Necrobook build on Tusk.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get to 60 minutes and we'll see the necro creeps come through. But interesting to see this many micro heroes in just one game. Red Panda taking a lot of damage from that Malefice and extra like right clicks from the Enigma and the Eidolons. Not an aggressive lane just yet. Ooh, now finally gets that first point of the Essence shift. I think, truthfully, it would be tough for them to kill the Slark in this lane, if the bounce is right. We'll see.
They need to pull the lane back. Red Panda does have a small cap open, so should pull it back because it's hard for Slark to farm here near the tier 2 tower. Yeah.
Ooh, good shards.
Shards to block it. Still a couple of creeps are gonna get there, so it's a half pull. Not too bad. These Wool Assassins, they kill the creep wave relatively quickly.
I think the idea was just get a half pull as Siumong's gonna dive bottom. TK and Shanxi also combining for another kill.
Oh, this bottom lane is not going well. Broodmother off to a complete free farm. She's level 4. Ricky staying out of XP range. He even has the big camp open, so he can't pull the lane back. This also opens up a kill threat on Siumang one more time. Mid lane doing really well. I'm impressed by the Ember Spirit. 25 CS, more than Leshrac. Leshrac does have more denies. So he'll hit level 6 slightly faster, but Ember will also be level 6, so I don't think there's going to be a solo kill threat there.
It's just a question of whether or not White Album wants to move to a side lane. We'll see, of course, on the 6-minute mark, the power rune, what we're going to see from it. As TK, he did walk all the way back to base, so he'll be there to refill White Album's bottle and also kind of be near with a Blink Strike and a smoke screen. So that should end up being a kill on Zone, and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that extra slow lightning plus a Blink Strike and also a point in Cloud from Ricky, enough to slow him down and land that Splitter. DK will stick around, so if he TPs, he plants down an Observer Ward. Also, we'll check the 6-minute rune, so they could kill him one more time potentially when he TPs back in.
And then it's a long walk back. It'll be an Invis rune bottom. That'll be held for White Album. He wants to refill his bottle.
Ricky should pick it up. Cosplay that he's level 6.
All of a sudden, they start thinking how to get all this experience really quickly. Oh my god.
Broodmother will get that level 6 after after this creep wave. I mean, you need to kill the siege creep, but yeah, Ricky for now fighting against Phoenix. And once you hit that level 6 on Broodmother, things are gonna get a lot difficult. Like, they don't have that one hero that can sit in Broodmother's lane and just push him out.
Ooh, White Album, he came top lane and he'll just die here to Aster.Aries to get the kill on Son Goku. They do Siumong now top. As U's starting to hit away kind of hard with the Essence shift starting to stack up at 11.
I don't think White Album expected this kind of damage to come out. 6 Eidolons tag team and Malefice. He got bursted. Like, I also didn't expect that he's gonna die that quickly.
Yeah, all of a sudden 1,200 damage being done by the Enigma really quickly onto this this little Shrek who only got to output 350 of his own. He never had a chance to do anything. And that was the rotation I was talking about the Leshrac making, but obviously it doesn't go well for them, and he puts Dawn Gaming on the board with a kill, which is not to be expected with a move like that. And you can see Shanxi, he's now got control of this lane.
This opens up the map so much. Broodmother hitting that level 6, has mana boots, has a soul ring, infinite mana pretty much, and this is gonna be a huge issue. You see that MS is trying to get some XP here, but he might die if he misses you. Oh,
that might be the reason for it. He and Enigma disconnected at the same time because he was just standing there inside the Spiderlings.
Enigma and Phoenix. This is the universe lineup. You know, having a black hole, having the supernova. 2 great abilities, but might not be able to use it together as effective as in maybe some other games, because things are gonna get pretty chaotic, especially with this smokescreen from Ricky. You have BKB piercing ability from Treant, and then again, Slark with all the attack speed can easily deal with the egg. going into Echo Saber next. Pretty standard build on Slark, I would say. Like, the other option is to get a Diffusal Blade if you want to fight, but then you don't have like the disassembling tool to get your Aghanim Scepter faster, which is a key item on Slark.
Yeah, but I like Diffusal Blade.
No, Diffusal Blade's nice. I don't mind Diffusal. Like, even Echo Saber into Diffusal sometimes is really good just to be able to get that damage. Gives you extra kill threat as well.
We don't see it as much on the Slark anymore. Although I want to say we see a lot of Slark games where like Pango's also in the game on the team. And then we see like Pango get Diffusal.
Yeah, but what if you burn all of their mana? And MS does have a TP.
Ooh, damage is enough.
So extra 100 gold on a TP. I mean, if you keep dying, you don't lose the gold on teleport scrolls because you don't have to buy them if you're feeding, so that's a good thing.
That's what I do.
This Guardian Grease, it's gonna be such a good timing on Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it seems very easy for him to just have this open lane and not really be bothered. He's already level 8. I don't really know how you go about touching this spider. They're going to go again over mid. They'll Center the Wrath of Nature does a good amount of damage on a TK and White Album, so they won't stay aggressive. Over to the side, though, Uu. He might be in some trouble. They've got the Ember coming in, and they do see him. They've got this Obs for vision, and you can see Red Panda. He's already deep in the trees.
They want to kill this tower. Blightstone, Eidolons, Red Panda trying to get as much XP as he can from this. Try to delay it, but there's way too many heroes here. Nature's Prophet as well with his Treants. So they have to let this one go.
Let it go, they do. So, Maelstrom being built here for Simong, no surprise. It feels like that's pretty standard for what we see for the Nature's Prophets right now. And Bloodstone for White Album, where Ulu, like you said, is the Echo Saber, and the Enigma, it's Guardian Greaves, it's offlane. It feels like that's the offlane item of choice for a lot of these heroes. It's actually double Maelstrom for Dawn Gaming. Ember and Nature's Prophet going for it.
Yeah, I don't mind like having early Gleipnir on Nature's Prophet. He might get Maelstrom into BKB this time around because you also want to have some kind of a defensive tool for yourself. Dock Race
coming over, and they've got the Searing Chains. White Album taking a lot of damage once again. Simong was maybe thinking about TPing over. White Album surviving thanks to the Living Armor and the Leech Seed, but Simong's in. Sprout stun from White Album. TK's now here. Slight's not enough. Remnant forward, still trying to get this kill. There's another Remnant to finally get White Album.
Orb of Corrosion, Broom Handle, Sleight of Fist, all these things do add up. Like Ember, early damage is a lot whenever there's a slight maxed out, which most of the time it is. And now Dawn Gaming moving to the mid lane. White Album, we did say that he should have a good time. I mean, in terms of net worth, he's still second, but doesn't get much done. Like, maybe this Living Armor that he's playing with gives him false sense of security. And now Shang-Chi's also mid, but a bit too late.
Oh, they want to go for zone. He'll Remnant, but they lined up the stun. Slight once again, and now they've got the mech. They'll pounce, leash the Ember, and they'll get the kill on his zone. So he can't get the Remnant onto the low ground. He ends up staying, and the stun lined up by White Album's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was a really nice move there. This should also be a tower. MS is level 6, so is Son Goku, but in terms of execution, they need someone to buy time. Like, they need Ember Spirit to set things up for them. And you see TK a bit too deep here.
He's got Tricks of the Trade until Blink Strike back. They don't have enough to control him, and they end up losing that tier 1 tower over mid.
So far, so good for Dawn Gaming. We did praise them in their series against Knights, but also, this is the one where, in terms of laning stage, they didn't lose too much. We've seen them lose the games in like 5-6 minutes, pretty much, where the net worth. But this time around, it feels like they've been practicing a lot during this 2-week break that China had during the DPC, so they got a lot of stuff done. They definitely look much more solid.
Look at the goal that TK has saved up. He's going to have this shard immediately at the moment of availability. Courier, as is tradition for a Ricky. If you're not getting at least 3 couriers, are you really a Ricky?
Are you even playing the game properly?
Exactly.
Brood bottom does have mech.
Snowball, so they're going to try and get this with a supernova. Turning around, searing chain. Sark actually is going to be in trouble. They can't pop this egg. They've got stun onto 4, but it's not going to be enough. Overgrowth comes in. They get the kill into Aster.Aries. They'll take out Zone. Maybe they won't be in trouble with everybody here from Aster.Aries. It's a double kill there for White Album. Everybody dead on Dawn Gaming. And all of a sudden now you kind of feel that shift where Aster.Aries are going to gain a lot of net worth, and it may not stop at that point.
This Brood Mother is so tanky. Extra living armor, extra armor from the tower. So you're sitting at, what is that? With the living armor, it's like over 60% physical resistance. And now once you get to the Guardian Greaves, I also want to see what the next item is going to be from Shanxi, whether that's going to be straight up pipe, because he's going to negate pretty much the whole damage from Dawn Gaming if he decides to go for a pipe.
So, almost done with Guardian Greaves. We'll see what he queues up next. And that will be the answer to your question. And Shard. Enough gold there for Ricky, just waiting for the timing. And then, truthfully, I think if you're Dawn Gaming, you're in a lot of trouble until you get BKBs. Sleeping Dart into Splitter, Sleeping Dart into Pounce.
And not the best abilities to play with. This is not like, you know, Mirana, but if he plays with Leshrac, 1 stun and the overwhelming damage from the hero, should be enough to get the kills before they get BKBs.
So what is it?
I love this. Ember Spirit using Slight on like 20 units, never-ending Slight.
I was thinking about getting Shard upgrade for Leshrac as well.
No, this shard's really good. We don't need a different shard. It's fine.
No. I'm saying get it. So Sleeping Dart into Leshrac stun, into another stun, into Sleeping Dart again. Like you just be stunned and slept the entire time.
Radiant's courier has been
Another courier. There, see? If you're not killing couriers, are you really playing the game? Right now, TK is playing the game. Almost 1,700 gold. There he goes. Queues up the shard. 5 seconds, and then they'll have that Sleeping Dart.
Even Slark wants to pick up the shard.
Yeah, very early.
Yeah, I don't know why is this still a thing. When you buy a shard or a raindrop, it goes on cooldown. Like, sorry, we don't have enough in stock. We have to order one for you.
That would be interesting if there was delayed purchases.
Yeah, it gets delayed. If 4 people in your team buy it, like you need to wait. You can't get it straight away.
So hear me out. What if?
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, we're getting towards the end of the first tour, so I need to get my bad ideas out.
Just write them down in the word pad and leave it there. Lock it. This is the combo.
Sleep, stun, snowball. Doesn't hit TK, he'll blink strike back. Shards are off the mark as well. Top lane though, Son Goku in trouble. Death Shroud was used, so now chasing Son Goku. Ooh, turned. Was he thinking about going into the black hole there? Weird how he turned right out of the Sark. TK, smoke screen. Does he have anywhere to jump to? No, he doesn't. He'll end up dying his own.
White Album a bit too far away to help him out.
Ooh, black hole, yeah. He did go for it. Seawong's gonna come through. Sprout. They can't keep the vision on him. So black hole for nothing.
Not sure what the plan there was. I mean, you're playing into Slark. There's no real follow-up damage. You know that he has Shadow Dance
Punch,
available.
Supernova,
Let's see if he can kill
and
it.
Can
1,
they
2,
get
3,
the
4, 5.
Yes, they can. MS is gonna die. Down goes Aster.Aries. They'll look over for Son Goku. If they can find him, they'll pounce, leech him, and kill him. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. Ooh, with a double kill, he's on a mega kill streak, and they lose nothing on the side of Aster.Aries. While at the same time, Shanxi is taking the bottom tier 2.
Their damage is very limited right now. Like, their damage with the hero was very limited just coming into this game. And now with this damage mitigation from Broodmother, it's going to be full pipe in 1,000 gold, which Broodmother takes like a minute to farm. So, Greaves and pipe, Ember's damage is very limited. It's going to be poke damage from the Slight. It's going to be another one.
Smoke screen, and they just lose Aster.Aries so quickly. Like, there's just no chance when you get caught like that. Pounce fishing again, and big damage on MS once more. And following it up, Blink Strike, Sweeping Dart, Smoke Screen, and all Sleight of Fist coming through onto the Slark. But they just don't have the control, even with the Searing Chains.
I'm not sure who's supposed to deal damage here on side of Dawn Gaming. Like, Enigma with those demonic conversions, it's just not enough because you have living armor as well. Tusk damage is very limited. Same goes for Enigma. Like Nature's Prophet, I even wouldn't mind if Nature's Prophet in this situation builds like a more damage stealth-oriented build where he skips the BKB, gets a full Gleipnir just so that they have something.
Right. Snowball, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chain, Sunray, TK, Tricks of the Trade, and still in the Sunray. But the turnaround, they're going to look over at MS, they'll look at the Ember, and they don't get either of them, but you can see already how scared Dawn Gaming are once they do show their faces like that. Aster.Aries, they've got a very farmed Brood who, like you said, should finish the pipe soon, and, well, only 87 more gold. Couple creeps.
This also opens up the Roche. Aster.Aries needs to get a pick off, go inside the Roche pit. You have enough sustain with that living armor, with that Guardian Greaves that we mentioned.
Oh, he got it!
Him.
Ooh, wow! That was impressive. There's so many spots that he could have pounced to. He found the right one. Kills Son Goku. That was wicked sick.
That was nicely done. That's pretty impressive. Radiant also used Scan where Enigma was. Not sure. I mean, if you get pounced, you're still dead. The Scan's not really going to help you, especially if you're trying to TP out.
Although, with my newest idea, upgraded Scan. Don't shake your head, please.
At one point, peek up, you just got to stop. But it's not. You need to find a different job.
A new hobby. Sleep, Smoke Screen, dead MS.
You have to let this idea of you balancing Dota, you have to let it go.
I honestly, it's on my resume. All these ideas, I mean, the one that I didn't even tell you before was a really good one, I think. One of my favorite.
Zone.
Sleep.
Remnanted back. TK was waiting for him.
Smoke Screen, and that is going to be Zone. Silenced again on the run. Remnant even further. And another sleep. Oh boy, Black Hole. But Overgrowth immediately stops that. They should be able to kill off Son Goku. They still didn't get Zone yet. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains coming out once again. They get the kill on Aster.Aries. They'll look over as Zulu takes out Zone. Down goes MS. Triple kill for White Album. And this top tier 2 will also go the way of those 4 heroes because it's going to die.
Yeah, I don't see heroes on Aster.Aries dying. Like, Leshrax's too tanky. Same goes for Broodmother. Slark, I don't think he dies. He has a Step Shroud to also save his own teammates. And that was nicely done. TK waiting on this Remnant. And he gets out for a moment, but then rest of the team. And you can see Red Panda, immediate Overgrowth to stop this Black Hole. Even if this Black Hole goes off, it's mostly on Broodmother. They're starting to try to hit her, but way too much damage mitigation, and it's just not going to happen.
8 permanent agility on the Essence Shift steal for Ulu. Like, they have just been working these heroes on Dawn Gaming and Aster.Aries. A performance so far that we've been expecting from them for a long time this year.
Yeah. Dawn Gaming, they probably have one more fight in them. They will try to do something, and the game just might end. They might call it. There's been like 15, 17-minute games from Dawn Gaming, so they're not afraid to just call GG, especially considering the situation they're in right now. They're already relegated to Div 2, so I would not be surprised.
Yeah, and with the fact that they're down 12K in 21 minutes, it's just that's a lot to come back from, and their way back in isn't exactly amazing. Sweeping Dart, Zone's also here. There's the Silence with Smoke Screen. They've got the Pounce. They'll leash up the Enigma, and they'll get a kill on a Son Goku. It's with that Ag, so 2 Pounce charges available.
Radiant's middle tower.
Maybe there's a comeback. You know, maybe let me try to figure it out. Oh, more staff. That's a good item to save from Slark, to save from Ricky. Five-man black hole into Supernova.
Yeah.
Wrath of Nature. Bouncing around.
Yeah, and the perfect fight is certainly available to them. They can come back in if it does happen. Because it'll get you a lot of gold, right? Killing the Slark, who's on a
TK.
9-time spree.
He knows. We've seen Nature's Prophet farming enemy triangle when they...
Ooh, good BKB.
Gets the BKB off.
But overgrowth.
Nah, he's still gonna drop.
Yeah.
TK,
Yeah,
he's been all over the place.
He's
following Remnants and he's following Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, he's understanding the farming patterns and where these heroes are kind of going to be putting themselves. He's 2 steps ahead.
I would not be surprised if White Album picks up like bots do, just so that he can TP on Ricky, lower the cooldown, lower the...
They subbed to Tusk, but
Radiant's middle tower.
won't get that jump.
It feels like the only hero they can kill is maybe Ricky. If he gets too close, he's not that tanky, but they might be able to burst him down. Mulu, dropping low, but we'll reset.
And he's got Depth Shroud available in Shadow Dance if he needs to really escape. They have vision up on the high ground, and it's getting pinged by the Slark. So here comes Red Panda. I thought he was going to drop a sentry. I thought wrong. They do smoke, they do wrap around, but TK's here, so smoke's gonna be broken, and they just don't have dust for him. Sleep, silence, Wrath of Nature bouncing around, and there's a pounce a little bit short of this Phoenix. There's a Walrus Punch coming through on Ulu, and a snowball over to the Broodmother. Force Staff to try and get some distance. Smoke screen once again. TK kind of being annoying here with the Blink Strike slowing up the zone as well. They have a Blink available on Red Panda, Overgrowth available in 5. And Aster.Aries don't have to play overly aggressive. They're in a comfortable lead.
Red Panda will keep the distance. He has one job in a team fight: cancel the potential black hole. That's about it. Blink in and use it. Still respecting some of the damage coming out from Dawn Gaming. I did talk about Siumang getting some cheap damage items to be able to punch back, and he's going into Daedalus, which I don't mind. He was thinking about getting the full Mjolnir, but yeah, we'll get that Daedalus eventually.
Son Goku forward and gonna be hit up hard as the silence comes through on a couple. Force Staff back. Son Goku needs to do something, but the Overgrowth, and they'll get the kill on a Son Goku. Supernova is gonna pop here. So that'll stun up a couple, but they just are too tanky for these heroes to get the damage out on. Siumang's gonna fall, down goes Zone. 3 heroes gone. Snowball's not gonna do enough to save Duckrace. They'll call GG as White Album grabs a triple kill. He's godlike, and Aster.Aries win game number 1 over Dawn Gaming.
10, 12 minutes into the game, it's a 1k gold lead for Aster.Aries, but then they start to make these moves. It feels like it's always the same story with the Dawn Gaming.